Okay, apparently the button worked. Hello there everybody, welcome back to the channel. I am your host, Modded Up Gaming. And today, well, I think you can see what we're playing right now. So, just give me un momento to start here. And also, Tristan won't be here this time, so, he isn't going to be monitoring the live chat this time. Unlike he should have. But anyway, yeah, I'm going to be watching the knife. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so I'm going to be watching the live chat, and I'm going to be playing Minecraft, basically. And I'm just going to start out building stuff because any of you who know me in real life, I'm actually really creative, and this is my chance to kind of show that off. So if you have any suggestions on what I should build or anything I should consider, well, do something about it. I mean, I can build it if you want me to. That's the best I can say right now. Anyway, I'm going to get started. Sign clay. I'm actually pretty good in redstone. That's kind of my specialty. So, I'm going to try and do that, but no guarantees. I'm going to need glass. Yeah, really soon I should be showing you another one of the builds I made. It's like a giant underground bunker. It's actually pretty sweet. So, I like this space right here on top of the desert hill. Goodbye, cactuses. You won't be hurting anyone anymore. And then, as do with all of us good builders, or a lot of good builders, I should say, because just like some of my teachers, I hate to use the definitives, like always or must, or stuff like that. I try to avoid using those if I can, but sometimes I just can't. But most builders in Minecraft, I'd throw myself in that category too. You gotta start with the foundation. That's one of the key principles to building anything good, basically. I mean, you maybe not necessarily what I'm doing right here, have a literal foundation. Maybe it's just like you take a separate sheet of paper or whatever and you plan out the build or whatever you're gonna do. So it doesn't have to be, obvious. So I'm just gonna clear this out here. Now, I don't know about you personally, but I hate a sand floor, so I'm just going to fill it all in with quartz here. In fact, actually, you know what? For a little change of pace, because I always like to build with a block with regular blocks of quartz and cyan hardened clay. So when I change it up a little, I'm going to make the floors diorite, because then it's kind of a different color of white. So plus it has like the grays in there, so it adds the contrast in itself without using the cyan hardened clay. So I like it. Which actually, that comment leads me right into point number 2 of building. You always want a good color. Oh, hi, Mr. Bunny. Think you know by the ominous tab what I'm going to do. Sorry, but no bunnies allowed. Goodbye. No, you too. Goodbye. No bunnies at the top of the hill. I'm building my house here, can't you see? Anyway, back to what I was saying. If you are building something in Minecraft, especially in Minecraft, just going to go through this really quickly, you have a wide variety of textures and colors to work from with a good color palette. So In fact, you know what? The diorite isn't terrible, but it isn't good either. So, you know what? I'll leave it for now. I'm too far in. I'm just going to continue. And then also, just to make this like a modernistic home, first off, it has to be like overhanging on a cliff. Just because, you know, that's so modern, you know? And also, I'm just going to continue kind of the foundation here. So, I usually just take it one block at a time, like this. Or like one block levels at a time. Then also, around here, just going to make this kind of a little... I don't know exactly how you would describe it. In fact, actually, I'm going to make this a little different. Again, this is kind of pushing my boundaries of what I normally do, so I may not be good at this, but I mean, hey, I tried it. Looks interesting, so why not? Why not? So, yeah, third point of Minecraft. You are going to need light. Now, yes, light is kind of hard to come by depending on like where you are in the world or what you're building. But generally, you want a lot of light, or basically whatever light you can get, I should say. In fact, actually, I'm going to adjust this post a little. And notice how I'm like digging it into the ground, so like when you look at it from up here, it looks like it's going in there. So even though you don't have to like dig 20 blocks down to say, oh, I like built it into the ground to make it look realistic, you know, you don't really need to do that. I just, you know, kind of put it down one block just so it looks flush with the ground. But, you know, that's not necessary. That's just me. So, yeah, that kind of moves on to the next point of Minecraft, if I should say it. You want shape. Now, I already kind of implemented that with, like, the UE, the L. It's not a UE. It's more of like an L kind of shape. But, yeah, you kind of see where I'm going with that. Plus, notice why I did this. Now, I have, like, a little extrusion from the wall. Actually, I'm just going to add another layer of quartz here, just to kind of cover stuff up. Maybe make that a little rounded. But I have this out, plus it's blended in with this, with the same material. So it goes down, it adds more shape, more texture, you know. It makes it look more interesting. Then, move it back to here, back to here. And then add those, add those. I really like it. In fact, actually, it's actually a nice view of the river. Ooh, ooh, like a river and a town. Okay, I'm gonna check that out later. Maybe I'm gonna do little modifications there. Mod it up. Yes, I know. Bad pun. Anyway, moving on. Another thing you want to do, maybe if you want to add more shape or you're like lacking square footage in your house, this is especially good for smaller houses. Although I wouldn't classify this as small by any means. But what I try to do if I have a small house, not often, but it happens. Hey, we're all humans. What I like to do, using kind of the same materials that you're making the house from, I try and make like my own little balcony. Again, making it look so that it's built into the ground, not that it necessarily is. And in the exact same style as the house, I try and build like just a balcony to make it more roomy. Because then, notice this. Let's say like from this line out, you just like chop off the house. So anywhere like looking past this line, all of that area right there, gone. Just hypothetically, let's say that. So this actually would be like a medium small space. I mean, you could work with it pretty decently. That's actually not too bad. But then, I mean, you extend it out here. So instead of having a space, I'm going to try and visualize this for you. Instead of having a space that's this large, now you have an expanded space that's this large. So I mean, then again, like maybe you could like add a chest out here or whatever. So then, you know, it's room you can actually use, and then it's outdoors, so then it acts like a nice design feature almost. Which comes into my I hate it when I left click when I'm supposed to right click and right click when I'm supposed to left click. You know what I'm saying. I'm pretty sure that happens in most, if not all, video games that we play. So I'm going to add this here. Next point that brings me into, you are going to want like a good design. So here's what. This is a new thing that I'm trying out. I don't know if it's necessarily going to work. I don't know, but right here and like here, I'm going to add all glass walls. That'll add in plenty of natural light from the sun. And then if it's cloudy, well then maybe I'll have like a little lamp or two just to make up for it. So, I mean, design is kind of all about it. And spider. I'm sorry. I can't deal with that fecal matter right now. So, I'm just going to finish up this glass wall here. So, design is really important in Minecraft as well. Along in real life, if any of you are like taking interior design classes or whatever. It's actually really important. Yep. Something went wrong. Okay. So, yeah, I'm still for all of you who may have just like came in, started watching, I am monitoring the live chat when I'm recording this, so I mean if there's anything you want me to build or anything, feel free. You don't have to worry about it. I'll try my best to get to everything if people start posting stuff, but that's if people start posting stuff, because I can't really build stuff that people don't suggest. And also, if you do see this after I happen to go live, well then maybe, you know, drop a comment, or, as you should see in the video, maybe like Twitter message me, or maybe I should put up my email there too. You know what, that's actually a good idea. Give me 1 second. Let me just edit really quickly. Okay, give me 1 second to shrink this here. There we go. Yeah, so then maybe also if you want me to do something, like email me for those of you who maybe still email instead of Twitter message or whatever. I don't know, whatever way you can get to me or contact me at, you know, I'm more than happy to do whatever you suggest within reason. Okay, I'm not going to do something completely outrageous. But, yeah, if you have any suggestions for me that maybe I don't get to in one of my videos or something, don't hesitate to send me something, because I'd be more than happy to answer and or do what you suggest, but I can't do something that you don't suggest, so that's kind of the boat I'm in right now. So, notice I'm just going to finish the roof here. The roof I'm going to keep in a quartz, just to kind of make it look clean, you know, as I try to. And, yeah, I really don't like the diorite. There's diorite. Polished diorite. Okay, yeah. I'm still trying to learn those, even though they came like a full update ago. I'm still trying to learn them. But anyway, yeah. I don't know if I skipped a point or what. Okay, so design is really important when it comes to like what it is you're doing. And with all the block selections in Minecraft, design, it's really easy to achieve if you think about it. But, you know, you have to strive to do stuff first. I'm going to change this. There we go. So notice I'm using this, yeah, just make that look flush with the ground. Notice I'm using the cyan hardened clay as kind of like posts on the side. So I'm not like having a corner to it. So I mean this, it kind of looks bland. It looks just like bent glass. But with this one, going back to like shape and partially design as well, then you have like this little bit out here, it goes in here, and this little intrusion here. So, you know, it just adds more shape to the build. And that's really important once you get into like larger builds, like that underground base I was talking about earlier. So, still nothing in the live chat. I mean, seriously, if you have anything to say, say it. I can't do anything you don't say, because, you know, if you want to do something if you want me to do something within reason on this channel, I'd be more than happy to do it. But I mean, you got to bring it up to me. I'm not gonna do most of the things on my own here. So, you know, that's what I'm trying to go for this channel. Whatever you guys want, I try to deliver on. I'm pretty sure you've heard that enough in modern day society, because that's what people want. But, you know, this is actually, I'm gonna finish this up here. So you'll notice the glass here. It actually looks pretty good, because then you don't have like large separations between the floors. And then, you know, it again goes back to letting in a lot of natural light. So, you know what, I'll just leave it off here. I'm going to pick it up on another day. I hope you enjoyed this video, guys, and if you want me to do more stuff, possibly finish this as well, because I actually do like where this is going. But if you want me to do something else, you know, email me, Twitter me, whatever you want to do. And I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope to see you all in a future episode. But until then, goodbye. Now